Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games and a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Draft Day Sports Pro Golf. I'm into week 37 of the competition. This isn't the first episode, but in many respects, it will be. Because after tons of experimentation and numerous attempts, very hard on this game, are impossible when you play it as a sports management game, which is exactly what this game is. It has a sports simulation aspect to it, which enhances the game more, gives it another angle, gives it more that it can do. But it's not a sports simulation game. This is not a traditional sports sim golf game. It is definitely a text-based game, above and beyond any other in that respect. So if that's what it is, I'm determined to play it that way. And the only way to play it that way is on normal difficulty or below. So with that said, conceded defeat. I've set difficulty to normal. Our golfer is 18 years old. I have the same league setup as I've had in the past, and we're going to go ahead and allocate our XP stars and set up our golfer and get started on our new career that can achieve success. Let's get to it. The first areas I'm concerned about are wedges. I set that to not 60, but 55. There's 55. Okay, putting. So many strokes. Come and go on the green. And the mental side of it is such a big thing in this. When you are close to the cut line and a low mental attribute, strokes just start flying away in the final 4 holes or so. Alright, now let's start with 50s kind of everywhere else. Let's see, at least the other key ones. Let's see where that gets us. 50, recovery, we'll start there with a 45. Consistency, let's say 40. Short irons, 45. And power. How are we looking? Oh, we still have. Okay, let's put that up to a 35. And there is a little bit left to go. This is good. Who's first? We want to get you to a 55. It was 15,000 for 5 points. So we can go quite a ways higher on quite a few of these. So 55. 50. 3 more. 55. 50. And 45. How are we looking? Short irons are close. Recovery is close. Consistency still needs a little work. And then, of course, power is going to need some work. That can save strokes, but not a lot. Not a whole lot of strokes come from that power. It does when you get to the elite level, and you need just a few strokes. But just making cuts comes down to a lot of other factors. So, money spent, money well spent, a lot more money to spend than we've had in the past. And I think with this, there should be enough to finally make some cuts. Alright, now we need a few little setup things here. We're going to edit the schedule, randomize courses because it defaults to the initial 2. I have 4 courses on here, but we won't change the events. themselves. And with that, we're ready to get started. The other thing about switching to normal is it has increased our cash flow here at the beginning of the playthrough. We now have 85,000 to start with, which is plenty to get quite a bit of training done in advance of our first tournament. Now we want to get the best caddy that we can. Okay, so 7-4. Like someone a little more balanced than that. Three, 8. Three, 8 is 11 points. So I want to stick with that. I think that's the highest. I think at 12, yeah, 12 we're not getting, 11 we are. So ideally we're looking for a 6-5 either direction. Which I'm not finding. So we might have to go with 4-7. Reading the greens, I think, might matter a little bit more. Okay, Mason Simmons. And setting a budget. We're going to go 2,000 or 3,000. 2,000 gives me a lot of training and will net some decent results, but a lot of them are going to be the cheaper bronze or copper ones. Actually, it'll be a lot of copper, which will just end up selling all of those. Let's go with 3,000. And now we're going to go for the best equipment we can get our hands on. And let's see, Turisco, very high. Is that the best? I've forgotten which ones are the best. There's a very high. Oh, that's only a 9. That's not the perfect. We're looking for excellent here. Forgotten which ones are that. Oh, okay. Gentry, that's a 9. That's good. Take that. We'll gain familiarity over time. No sponsors yet. I have to actually start performing to get that. Get these emails out of the way. Ta-da! And there we go. Here's our profile. We're a bit short on power, but everything else is pretty well balanced. We're going to start cracking into the silver range. So that means for now I'll be using bronze and silver stars to train. I will be selling copper, gold, and platinum stars. Alrighty, so with that, we're going to get to our schedule. And I want to train. How about we train Tuesday? We'll rest Monday. That way, if there is a tournament, makes more sense. And we'll do a practice round. We only need 3 rest days. Maybe we'll train twice a week for now. There we go. Alright, so we'll sim through each week. Here's our first copper. Lots of achievements out of the way. And we'll fly through here for a little while and try to pick up some stars. We only got one single copper star in that first week. There's a silver. Another copper, and we're just flying through. So we're going to turn that into another practice round. We'll take 3 practice rounds a week and just train once a week for now. Otherwise, we will have no funds left by the time we reach the first tournament. And we'll need to keep an eye on the date. It's December 1st, so we've got a long ways to go. There's another silver star, so that's 2 at our disposal. Keeping an eye on that over here. There's our first bronze star. That'll also help us in training. Still December. Here's the quiet season with no tournaments. And then we're back into it here now in January. Our first tournament will be in February. And here it is. Actually, it's early January. So Bahamas Open coming up here. So before we get to that, let's take stock of what we have. So we have 5 copper stars. We're going to trade all of those in because everything is past the copper point and into the bronze, or at the edge of bronze and beginning of silver. And we're going to go ahead and use these ones to upgrade. And let's see, short irons, recovery, or consistency. Let's start with the short irons. So we're going to train short irons up to that 55 mark. For now we'll be at 52. And then silver now. Who's first? Well, putting. Putting is king. So we're gonna start with putting. Alright, so only slight improvement up till now, but already, just because of playing on normal, we are far, far better off than we were in the previous attempts, previous playthroughs. And we're going to head to the Pines for our first tournament. So we're going to go ahead and head to the round. I am going to set AI control though. I'm not playing it as I said, I'm not playing it as a sports sim. It is sports management. That's what it's intended to be. That's how I'm going to do it. Alright, so we're going to be playing at the Pines, and we're playing alongside Jasmine Bradley and Laura Geiter. We have a 50-50 split on male-female. And let's see, I am blue, so that's us on the fairway, while everybody else missed their first fairway. And there's a great second shot. Great second shot. We have a fantastic chance to start our first hole with a birdie, about 6 feet out. 9 feet. No, can't sink the birdie putt. Wait, how was that a +1? Okay. So we go from 9 feet away to a tap in 3 feet away. We must have missed the 3-foot putt. It's the only explanation on how we ended up bogeying the hole from what should have been a sure birdie. Here, though, we're able to get that one in 2. Or not. Oh, that's right. We were off the green. That was a par. Hit the bunker on our first shot. Second shot at least got on the fairway, but we are well off. So this round is not off to a good start. That's already our third shot. 21 feet out for the par. Can't make it. We're going to lose another stroke here. Just a shocking start to this round after just phenomenal first couple shots. And we're +2. At least here we are able to hit the fairway. Again, you can see the power deficit. Part of that, of course, is the difference in tee. But the second shot had nothing to do with our power. That third shot had nothing to do with our power. So we're already shooting 5, hitting another bogey. Our career is getting off to a rocky start. +3 through 4 holes. This second shot much better than our previous ones. And certainly better than Jasmine Bradley's there, who is in the trees. Third shot goes pretty close. On this par 5, we have a chance for a birdie, though it won't be an easy one. That's about 18 feet out. And we just go close. It'll be a tap in for par. I've never seen that 3-foot tap in missed until the first hole today. Beautiful first shot. Excellent chance at a birdie on this one. I've had multiple chances for that first birdie. We have yet to get it. Can we finally get it here on the 6th hole? 12 feet out? We cannot. Are nerves a factor? Couldn't tell you, but we are +3 at this point. Good first shot. Right in the middle of the fairway. Great second shot. Just beautiful. If this one is not a birdie, we might not ever get one. About 9 feet out. 12 at most. Yeah, 9 feet. Get in the hole. There it is. First birdie, finally, in the bag. But we are +2 for the round through 7. It's going to take a lot more birdies if we are going to get in contention for our very first ever cut. Second shot, way off into the trees. Not bad for that third shot, but we are in big trouble because there was the par shot and we're still not close. So a good putt is a bogey. We're looking at a double bogey on this hole to go +4. It's still 6 feet out. Even that's not a gimme. It went in. Drop 2 more shots. Bit of a nightmare this round is. Oh, the up and in. Beautiful. Beautiful shot from the bunker for a birdie. We get a shot back. That's one of the best shots I've ever seen. So great recovery shot there. And we're back to +3. Due to the tees, I will be hitting first every time in this round. Much better second shot. That first shot left a lot to be desired. Can we get to the green here? Yes. Quite a distance off, though. Fortunately, it's a par 5, so if we... Oh, that was a great shot from Laura. 48 feet out, and I think we're about 6 feet out now. So that should be, yeah, 6 feet. Get in there. That's good for par. Great birdie from Laura there. That was excellent, excellent shot. We are on the fairway and in a very good position here for our second shot. Both of them are on the green. Can we match? No, we cannot. Ugly, ugly shot on the second shot. So now we're hitting for par here from 15 feet. Can't get it in. It's going to be a tap in for yet another bogey. And this first round is anything but a good one. And that was apparently, we want to take a cart because we went over to the cart path. That was a much better third shot at least, but we're still going to have a difficult 21-footer here for par. We're able to make it to save par on this hole, but this round is not looking very good. Our chances of getting back in this are getting slimmer and slimmer all the time. First shot way off into the brown grass, and second shot not any better. We're almost further away than we were heading in, but that shot, that was a nice one. Maybe 6 feet or 3. 3-footer. It is a par putt. So we've saved par yet again. So a bit fewer bogeys here on the back nine. Good second shot there. It's not going to be easy to get the birdie here, but we're certainly going to have a chance at it. That's the thing that's missing here on the back nine. We've limited the bogeys a bit, but we're still not hitting any birdies. And that's in! There's a birdie. All right, so we're back to +3. We're certainly not totally out of contention when it comes to the cut. Speaking of, this might be a good time to check in. First shot was, okay. A good second shot is going to be required, though, and it's there. So that'll be a par. Let's check the leaderboard. As of right now, we're certainly not in contention near the top. But at +3, we're not far out. We're only one shot out of the cut range at the moment. How was that a bogey? We bogeyed that hole. We were 3 feet away for the par shot. So for the second time in this round, we have missed a tap-in. Six feet out for par, and that's good. I don't know how we missed that, honestly. How I've missed 2 of those 3-foot tap-ins. I've never seen a miss on the 3-foot tap-ins from anyone, myself or others. We miss a relatively short putt there as well. That was about 18 feet. Head to the 18th, sitting on a +4. That's right on the edge. I don't know if that's going to be on the fairway or off it. And from the sound of the turf, that was off it. So that 1 foot to the side made a very difficult shot. Good recovery shot there, though. But that's not going to be an easy putt for the par. 12 feet out, and it's a miss. So we drop yet another stroke. We're going to be +5 for the round. Twice. Absolutely stunning twice that we missed tap-in putts. It would have been my +3 otherwise. And that still wasn't a good round, but that would have had us in contention. But at +5, we're outside of the cut range. There's one more round to play. And we're going to go ahead and sim this round and see how we do. See if we make a cut. And we did. Hey, look at that. A 68. What a difference a round can make. And for the first time ever, I've made a cut. All right, we'll go ahead and sim this round. We will watch the final round. We'll see where we're at. A 72 today, not a great round. But let's see. Where are we at this point in the standings? Oh, it doesn't highlight us. We're somewhere in here. Somewhere. Over the rainbow. Way up high. We shouldn't be this high. How have I missed us? It said we made the cut. Hello? Where am I? I can't find myself. There it is, 49th place. Just inside the top 50. We are +5 for the round, or for the tournament, and that 72 didn't do as much, but that 68 was a great round. 7 shots better than the round, so that was a -2. Par is 70, so that was a +2 on the day, meaning we were at even par on these last 2 days. So the +5 from day one is the only thing that's really hurting us right now. Pretty good shape for an okay payday on this one, and that's what it takes to keep this game going. So we're going to go ahead and play the round today, and of course we'll have it under AI control. And this time we are playing along Cameron Kelly and Luna Salas. And today we are in orange. That's us. There's that power deficit. But we make up for it with a good second shot. It's pretty close, maybe 9 or 12 feet out. Probably 12. Oh, 15. Oh, we make it though. So we start the round off with a birdie. This was the hole that we had a perfect chance for a birdie on in that first round and ended up hitting a bogey. We, 3-putt from close. Good second shot there. We are close on this one. We've got a excellent chance to start the day off on a -2 through 2. It's a 15-footer though. Cannot sink it, but still, good start to the day. -1 through the first 2 holes. And even now, I'm not so sure about those 3-footers. All right, so we're starting alongside other golfers that we had the same score with in this round. And terrible first 2 shots. We're in trouble on this one. This is going to require an excellent shot here. And it is not. We're on the green, but we are far enough away that we are probably going to drop that shot that we picked up on the first hole. And we do. 3-footer. It's a tap in, but a stroke is lost. First shot misses the fairway. This is where I tend to get in trouble. And sure enough, we're in the woods. Oh, excellent shot there from Cameron. Luna's not bad either. We're still in trouble. Ouch, we're not getting anywhere near. Oh, that's a lot of shots we've taken. I think we're looking at a double bogey here. I lost count, but the count's high. This is our 6th shot. +2 on the hole. We just bounce back and forth over the green. That's what I'm like when I play. Actually, not so much. I've got an okay approach. It's it's the power. I have none of that either. But I can't hit the fairways very often. It's my wedges that I'm decent at. All right, this hole is looking a lot better at this point. 18 feet though. Just missing. And there we go. So we're holding at +7, which is now the worst of the three, after we had been the best of the three. Everybody's all over the place on this one. We went somewhat close, but this is not going to be the easiest putt. It's 12 feet. And it does not go in, so everybody's dropping a shot on this one. We all hit +4. Or all took 4 shots, so we all hit a bogey on that hole. So we are +3 on the round so far. That's not looking very good. It's an okay second shot, but having missed the green, you never know what you're going to get, because they do not putt from the fringe. Counterpart made his 9-foot putter. We could not make ours, and we drop another shot. Maybe I should quickly go to sim, because when I'm watching, when we're all watching, he's under pressure. It's the junior tour. Can't handle an audience yet, apparently. From the bunker, hit the ball the wrong direction. Better on the third shot. It's a 9-footer to say 9-footer for bogey. That was the 5th shot. So we've already, after 3 rounds, we're a +5. Just on the front 9 here on the final round of this tournament. We're setting a +5 for the day. And should finish the front 9 at that +5. It's just 3 feet out. And there it is. Front 9 in the books. We've gone away. Now we're heading back in. Good second shot. Ouch, they lose a whole shot having to get back in from the trees. Here we are for our third shot. Can we get close? Oh, beautiful shot. That's going to be a tap in. And that should be a birdie. Just the second of the round. Give us the honors of shooting first. And it was a pretty good first shot as we are on the fairway in a good position. Can we follow it up with a good second shot? And yes, we do. That's about 9 feet out. It's certainly makeable for another birdie. 12 does not sink it. Boy, putting is supposed to be our strong suit, but it has very much been the Achilles heel in this tournament. And we remain at 9 over. Second shot, at least on the fringe. But again, even though it looks like putting, we're probably going to end up chipping from here. It's only 11 yards. Any pro golfer would have putt from that position. I would have putt from that position. But the game does not differentiate that. Now, it was only a par for us. We gained on everybody else, and we're only 1 shot behind our partners today. Pretty good. That is on the green. And we are looking better than anybody else. We could draw level with them in the standings, at least. Oh, no. That wasn't a putt. Apparently, we were just off. But at 3 feet now, we do manage to save par. And we are now level with Luna, while Cameron remains just a single stroke ahead. But none of us are having a good round as we miss the green yet again on that shot. Now that we are on 14, let's go ahead and check in. The leaders are still just now heading to the course. But that's not who we are worried about. We are worried about those we are in contention with. Many around us have already finished their rounds. They've had a bit of a better day than we have. There's a -2 for Alexandria and Daiki. But we're hanging out in 54th. It's not a great position, but we're certainly not at the bottom of the standings. But if we can pick up a stroke or two and crack the top 50 here before the end, that would make for a decent payday. That was a par 3. Tends to be our weakness, and we happen to go ahead of both of our partners as we managed another par there, and they both gained some strokes. Good second shot. So that mental attribute is starting to pay dividends as we are stable through here. We haven't had a great round, but we've been stable. This will be another par putt coming up here in just a moment. 3-footer. Get in. All right. Cameron Kelly lost another stroke, and that was an excellent tee shot here on this par 3 17. 24-footer. Does not go in, but it'll be a tap in for another par, which again just helps us hold that position. Now, if you look at the overall standings, the leader is at even par. So nobody's below par here. So just any hole that I'm not losing a stroke is really a minor victory. Oh, we had missed the fairway. Only just. That leads to a more difficult second shot, which leads to a more difficult third shot. And we're going to very likely lose a stroke here as we've got a 39-footer for the par. And even then, are we 6 feet out? We might be. So this is not a gimme for the bogey shot, but we're able to get it in. So that puts us at +10 for the round. So we were +5 through the first 3 rounds, and we go +5 on the day. But at least our playing partners were either level or worse than we were. We finished in the money for the first time. And my earnings for that round were $1,410. Not a very big payday by any means, but what an accomplishment. We finally got somewhere. We finally got something. Alright, so it looks like we have another tournament upcoming. And we're going to go ahead and sim through this one. Ouch, 78 first round. That's going to be a difficult cut to make. This is at the Pines again, so another difficult one. In 81 on day 2. Misses the cut, so we're out of this one. We'll do a practice round here. So we make 1 out of our first 2 cuts. But that's what it's going to take to keep this series going. Got to make some cuts. Okay, no tournament this week. It's not for the junior tour. We're not getting any training stars at all. Okay, we did pick up some there. There is a tournament this week. Farmingdale Municipal. Now let's go ahead and check out our profile as we picked up. That's it. All of these trainings over the last few weeks, which is what, about 4 trainings over the last week. And that's all we managed to pick up was a single copper star. And that put us under 20,000. That's not going to get the job done. We're not going to make too many cuts if we can't get some improvement. And it looks like even the putting at 57 is not suitable. So we're missing quite a few easy ones. Alright, let's go ahead and get through one more tournament here. That's a 72, but how does that compare? Well, let's see. Where does a 72 put us? This course plays a lot different. Leaders at -5, but at just +1, a 72 is certainly in contention to make the cut. Looks like it's going to take a 72 or better here in the second round, or at least better than a 73 to make this cut. And a 79 is not going to do it. So we miss our second straight cut. But you can already see that we are producing rounds that can make a cut. Alright, Florida Bay is the next course that we're going to visit, and this will be the final one, whether we make the cut or not. If we do make the cut, we'll watch a little bit, but a 77 is not a good first round score. 74 is a lot better. Is that enough to make a cut? It is not. So a 77 and a 74 actually end up missing by quite a bit. -3 was the cut line. And with a 72, we were +7. So very much on the wrong side of that cut. Alright, well, it has been done. We have achieved a cut. But the cash is running a little thin. It might take quite a few tournaments to make an additional cut. And we're going to have a better payday because the tournaments cost about $1,000 to enter. So if you're only making $1,400, we could be in a bit of trouble here. And it's entirely possible that it will require, I hate to say this, but it could require another restart to the game and to be more specialized. The one thing we're looking at here is I was very balanced. Didn't go above 55. I was hoping that with training, I could get a couple of these up where I need them. But I've literally only improved 4 attribute points since the beginning, meaning the training results absolutely butchered us, and it's cost us $70,000 for nothing. There is no value that we've gotten out of that $70,000 in training. This will buy me about 15 tournaments, but if we only make, 1 cut out of 5? If we only make 3 cuts and get similar pay, that only buys us 3 additional tournaments. So it's about time that I change up the training schedule and focus on some tournaments. It's going to take a decent pay day for us to keep this playthrough going. Now, I did do a trial run on normal, and it was actually going just fine. Not that it was easy, and I certainly wasn't making every cut. But the big difference was the training. I had gotten some gold, I'd gotten some platinum that I was able to trade in for good payouts, and yet none of that's happening. We've had just terrible results from the training in this playthrough so far. So it can be done on normal. I know it can be. You saw it yourself. We finally made a cut, but only 1 out of the first 5. So, not there, but it can be done. But speaking of done, that's going to do it for this episode on Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.